Presented by listenheadlines.com. Latest world news from trusted sources.
Fox World News.
June 24, 4:44 America, New York. Putin vows to defend Russia against armed rebellion led by mercenary chief. They will answer for it. Russian President Vladimir Putin vowed to punish everyone involved in the armed rebellion, describing Wagner Group chief Yevgeny Prigozhin's call to action as treasonous.
BBC News World.
June 24, 4:25 America, New York. Tanks and armed Wagner soldiers take over Rostov streets. Extraordinary videos on social media show locals watching Wagner fighters taking tactical positions.
BBC News World.
June 24, 4:02 America, New York. Wagner chief Yevgeny Prigozhin claims control of major Russian city Rostov-on-Don. Yevgeny Prigozhin claims his Wagner forces are advancing towards Moscow to confront military chiefs.
New York Times World News.
June 24, 3:39 America, New York. Wagner chief seizes a military compound after criticizing Russia generals. The Wagner chief's broadside against the Russian military establishment has escalated tensions drastically, but it isn't yet clear how much of a threat the situation poses to the Kremlin. A fighter with the Wagner private mercenary group patrolling near the headquarters of the Southern Military District in Rostov-on-Don on Saturday.
Washington Post World.
June 24, 3:30 America, New York. Live updates. Putin calls on Wagner Group to halt rebellion, says organizers will be punished. A Russian general accused Yevgeny Prigozhin of inciting a coup, which the Wagner chief has denied.
Mirror World News. June 24, 3:09 America, New York. Putin brands Wagner Group's war on Kremlin treason and vows to defend motherland. Russian President Vladimir Putin addressed the nation on Saturday morning after Wagner mercenary chief Yevgeny Prigozhin and his troops reached a key Russian city.
New York Times World News. June 24, 3 o'clock America, New York. Sierra Leone's election. What to know and latest news. In Saturday's vote, President Julius Maada Bio is seeking a second 5-year term to pursue an ambitious if unfulfilled education initiative, while the country is facing a crippling economic crisis. Campaign posters in Freetown, the capital of Sierra Leone.
Mirror World News.
June 24, 2:46 America, New York. Poignant pictures show refugees with the one item they couldn't bear to leave behind. People who fled war zones or persecution have posed for the striking images to mark the first anniversary of the Mirrors People Move project.
New York Times World News.
June 24, 2:46 America, New York. Wagner chief Prigozhin appears in videos at a Russian military headquarters. The head of the mercenary group claimed to have control of parts of the complex in the southern city of Rostov-on-Don.
World News. Breaking international news and headlines. Sky News.
June 24, 2:32 America, New York. Vladimir Putin calls Wagner rebellion, armed mutiny, and stab in the back. Russian President Vladimir Putin has accused the leader of the Wagner mercenary group of treason and leading an armed mutiny, Vladimir Putin.
Mirror World News.
June 24, 2:25 America, New York. Russia Live. Putin brands Wagner Group's war on Kremlin as treason and vows to defend motherland. The Russian president has hit back after Yevgeny Prigozhin, chief of the Wagner Group, claimed that his forces had military facilities in the city of Rostov-on-Don under their control, including the airfield.
Fox World News. June 24, 2:23 America, New York. Russian mercenary chief says his troops have reached Rostov-on-Don following call for armed rebellion. The owner of the Wagner private military contractor who called for an armed rebellion to oust Russia's defense minister said he and his troops reached Rostov-on-Don.
Wall Street Journal World News.
June 24, 2:09 America, New York. The grim life and brutal death of a Wagner recruit. A Russian prisoner struck a deal to fight for 6 months in Ukraine in exchange for his freedom, one of many who hoped to collect his due.
Wall Street Journal World News.
June 24, 2:09 America, New York. The grim life and brutal death of a Wagner recruit. A Russian prisoner struck a deal to fight for 6 months in Ukraine in exchange for his freedom, one of many who hoped to collect his due.
Wall Street Journal World News.
June 24, 2:03 America, New York. Watch. Inside Wagner, Russia's secret war company. The Wagner Group began as a small clandestine force but has grown in recent years into a global war cartel run by Yevgeny Prigozhin, plundering gold and diamonds while advancing the Kremlin's strategic interests.
Washington Post World.
June 24. 2 o'clock America New York, Vietnam to get billions for climate change while jailing environmentalists. Hoang Thi Minh Hong, a leading climate activist, was arrested weeks after telling the Washington Post she feared authorities will come for me.
Washington Post World.
June 24. 1 o'clock America New York. In a town near Kyiv, painful memories linger a year after Russia's retreat. The town of Moshchun was a site of heavy fighting as Russian forces tried, and failed, to conquer the Ukrainian capital. Residents have returned and are rebuilding.
RT World News.
June 24. 054 America New York. InfoWars host pleads guilty in Capitol riot case. Hundreds of people have been charged for storming the halls of Congress to protest the results of the 2020 election.
BBC News World.
June 24. 016 America New York. 4 ways the end of Roe v. Wade has changed America. After a Supreme Court ruling, many states banned abortion, but now more Americans want it kept legal.